What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another deck profile, but this time it is Silverthorns. The waifu is finally back, and to be honest, she looks a lot more hotter than regular Lapierre.
She does.
Anyways, guys, today we have Shy breaking down his build. He's going to explain all his reasons and take it away.
Okay, so Silverthorn's got a lot better with Butterfly. I recommend this deck if you want something that does a lot of attacks and is extremely consistent. This deck can ride any grade 3 and does exactly the same thing. So we run 4 of the new VR, Venus Luke here. She's a little worse than original Luke here, but she costs 1 counterblast less. So she's an answer to being damage denied. That's a problem they used to have before. She's just another ride target, and she can give you 2 accelerators. So overall, it's just pretty good, pretty consistent. She's a nice ride. And then still play 4 of the original Luke here. She's still good even in this meta. She just hits numbers. She fills your field. She saves your hand. It's just a good card. So, and honestly, she's a good rear guard. She's actually the best rear guard in the deck because she swings for 22 by herself with Venus 27 on an XL 32. So you just love to see it on there. So good beat stick, good ride. You have to have 4. It's just too good. And then all reliable. This card's restricted to 1 for good reason. It draws you way too many cards. You have ways to put in your soul, so you still play it at 1. It's always good. And then grade 2, kind of self-explanatory. This deck likes beat sticks a lot, so we play 4 Lillian. She's the slightly worse beat stick than the other one we're going to get to, but she has a Vanguard skill, which is counterboss, put something from your deck to soul as Silverthorn. So often you put in this. If you have Venus in your hand, you like to put in this, and then if you have this in your hand, you like to put in Venus, just to fetch him out with Dorian. So she's pretty self-explanatory. Other than that, she's just a 19k beat stick usually. However, this card is also a 19k beat stick, and its condition is much easier to meet. It's just if you called out 2 cards, it gets 10k. So this beat stick is really good. It's also very self-explanatory. So next we move on to, this is also another old card. Shada. Not many people run her, but she's pretty good in Silverthorn. She is basically a guard-only card. If you have 4 more different Silverthorns in your soul, she's a 15k shield. So Silverthorn has a little problem where its hand amasses with regular units that you're not going to call because you just call cards from your soul. So this is a regular unit that functions like a crit. It's just a 15k shield. So you run it to have enough shield to survive attacks. And then 2 of the new triple rare they got. This card is 1 place, counterblast 1, call 2 from soul. So it sounds kind of mediocre, but in the context of the deck, it's very good. You can do things like ride Venus, use Venus's skill, fill up your front row, and then call this out and use its skill to fill up your back row. So it lets you fill up the field. You can also use this during the battle phase. So there is a combo extender grade 1. Breathing Dragon. If you're getting smashed, like you took a bunch of damage, you can do a combo like this. So these swing, you use this card skill, put this in soul, and call this out. Then you use this card skill and call 2 standing rear guards to the front row and start swinging even more. So it's a good combo extender. It's good for fixing your board when Venus isn't doing enough. So it's just a good card. Not really a 4-of because it costs a counterblast. So in my opinion. Moving on to the grade 1s. Of course you want Arena, one of the best grade 1s ever made. This card it makes your deck so consistent. Whenever you ride it, it's essentially just a free plus and you get a lot of soul. So its skill is when you ride on top of it, check top 3, put as many as you want to soul. And if you put 2 Silverthorns, you get to draw a card. So you can tell why that sounds very good. On rear guard, it's 1 place from hand, check top 2, pull in soul, 1 on bottom. So it's just a very consistent card. You run it so you have a nice ride target. It speeds up your game a lot. Then this is the next best Silverthorn grade 1, Romy. Her skill is rest, put her in soul, check the top 3 and put as many Silverthorns as you want into your soul. So this card just pumps up your soul a lot. You can put it in soul, then call it out immediately with like Venus and charge even more, something like that. It's just super good, super consistent. Cleans your deck. Not much to say other than that. Then this card is new. It's when it attacks or boosts Soul Charge and it gets +5. So it's a very good vanilla card. I just wanted it too because oddly enough, Silverthorn is probably the weakest deck to use this card in. But it's nice. It's 13. Magic number. So might as well.
I forgot to give it back to you.
And Breathing Dragon. This is your combo extender. It's more of a win more card because it's a counterblast, and counterblast is pretty stupid in this deck. So I pretty much explained what it does. After it attacks, or after it boosts counterblast, put a card in soul and call one out. So it's another attack for counterblast. Pretty good. Not really worth 4 of because again it's a counterblast. And then triggers. A lot of people like rainbow triggers, some combination of crits or fronts. But I just play 8 fronts for the consistency.
Every time, brother.
Sometimes you just check 2 fronts and win. You know, fronts are just good in this deck because your front row is always filled up and pretty strong. Then 1 crit sentinel for the meme. Sometimes you hit a crit and just win. 3 jaw. Because PGs are good. And then 4 heals. I mean the new heal because she's cute. A lot better looking than the old one. So that's the deck.
Alright. Now, what are your opinions on the limited grade 3? Do you think it should be unrestricted? Do you think it's still too broken?
It's tough to call because if you unrestrict it, then it's really. It sounds like it'd be pretty broken in Hari. So maybe choice restricted in Hari or something. But I don't think it deserves to be at 1 in this deck since this deck isn't exactly meta. It's kind of just the most expensive tier 2 deck in the game. So.
No, you're right. It's mainly because of the waifu tax.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Every pod I get.
Alright then. Alright, well thank you, Shine. Remember guys to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Deuces.